Greetings, family. I hope everybody is doing well on this beautiful evening, wherever you may be in the world. Look, family. I have a I have a quick message that came to me today, so I have to share it. I just have to. But before I do that, family, I need to ask a favor of y'all. I need to ask a favor. If these messages that I give move you, help you, touch you in some way, or if you know a loved one, a good friend or someone going through something and who can use some of this content that I share with you, then please, I'm asking of y'all, send them, and I need y'all too, to go to my YouTube page. It's called Walk Well Family, exclamation mark, just like you see it on my TikTok page, as well as you see it on my Instagram page. I need to get 50 followers, family. I don't know how many I need on TikTok, but I know on YouTube I need at least 50. So I would like to have at least 60 of y'all to follow me. So then that way I can go live and I won't have to pre-record these messages, eating up storage on my phone and my tablet and things of that nature. So please, I'm asking, family. If my content touches you, moves you in anywhere, anyone who it can help, inspire, encourage, and please go to my YouTube channel. It's Walk Well Family on my YouTube channel. I appreciate you. I really do. Now, here's the message that I have to give y'all on this Friday evening, family, because it came to me earlier today. This came to me, and it was so profound that I was like, okay, so in my spirit, ancestors was saying, well, you got to share it with them because somebody needs this the same way that I was going through the frustration, and then they finally sent word to me, so now I'm sharing it with y'all. Listen, family, I've been calling and crying out to the ancestors. For some of you it may be God, it may be Buddha, whoever that high entity is that you call upon. This is the ones that I call upon, my ancestors. And I've been calling upon them so much, family, so much, so hard. And it's like I felt like they not listening. Like, like, do y'all hear me? Like, am I not hollering loud enough? I mean, I talk to them the same way I'm talking with y'all. This is how I encourage others. Talk to your ancestors, the higher power, the same way that we talk, the same way that you talk with others, around you. Hold those same conversations with them. We got to do away with what we've been taught. A lot of what we learned has to be unlearned. You got to talk to them, plain and simple. And you have to be specific when you talk to them. You have to speak in detail of what you want, exactly of what you want. You can't generalize whatever you're asking for, because generalization will get you absolutely nowhere, period. You have to be direct, meaning if you put in the work towards something and all you simply need is this door open or that door open, then you have to speak to them, say, hey, look, I done put in this work because I need this right over here to happen for me. So I need y'all to work for me in this area. And this is how you got to do it. Period. This is how you got to do it. So here's the message that I'm giving, family. It's how your ancestors or that higher power speaks back to you. You see, for the longest, I believed that I was lost in translation. Period. Just simply lost in translation, because I've been calling out to them nicely, praising them, crying to them, cussing and fussing to them, and like I'm looking for them to answer me right here, to communicate with me like this, and they wasn't communicating with me like that. You see, your ancestors know you. A lot of us, your ancestors know you better than you know yourself. That's why it's important that you get to know yourself. You get to know your gifts. You know exactly what it is that you are good at, what you are in tune to. So when your ancestors begin to speak, you'll be able to catch it. See, we have more than just 3 or 4 senses. We have many different senses. So your ancestors will speak to you in the manner that they know that you will be able to receive them, that they know that you are that they are speaking to you. This is how they will reach out to you. So I'm gonna give you a prime example. As always, I use myself. That's the only way for me to make it clear, but to show you as well how I relate. For me, I'm very observant. When I say very observant, I'm so observant a lot of times, family, that it may be to an ugly fault. Meaning, sometimes I observe things many times that no one else sees. If I speak out on a lot of the things that I see, that's where the ugly fault comes in at. Sometimes I just hold my mouth and don't say nothing, but I see everything. Well, my ancestors know that I am very observant, extremely observant. So for me, as of late, the way they have been communicating with me is online, on my social media sites, or on individuals, master teachers that I listen to online, YouTube and whatnot. This is how they speak to me. They'll send someone, my way to leave a message in my DM or whatever. As of late, this is how my ancestors speak to me, because they know that I am very observant, but I am also in tune. So it's like, if I receive a message, or if I'm listening to someone and I'm listening, and then all of a sudden something stands out to the point where I'm like, wow, where does that come from? Like, So I sit and I'll ponder on it for a while, and that's when I'll come to realize that they are speaking to me. So yeah, family, for me, they recognize that I am so observant, right? To a point. So it's like, today I was listening to a master teacher on YouTube, and the master teacher was talking about, how the ancestors speak to you, but you have to be able to listen and pay attention. So the master teacher gave an example. The example moved me so much, family, that this is why I'm sharing this with y'all now. So the master teacher was saying, I was calling upon the ancestors saying, hey, I need X amount of money, because I got to go over here to this city and do this, and go over to that city, and share this work and share that work. And he was saying how, all I had was a few dollars in my pocket. And then he was like, the ancestors didn't move, right? He was like, he said it was funny that the ancestors didn't move. He said all he had was $20, right? So he was spending it sparingly. He said, and calling on the ancestors, calling on them, telling them what he need financially. And he said, it's funny, because the whole time he had them $20, and then he went to spending it very sparingly till he got to the last dollar. He said the minute he spent that last dollar, all of a sudden, donations came in left and right, left and right, left and right. The money that he needed, exceedingly the money that he needed, came from individuals that follow him on his pages and whatnot. They want to hear him speak, and this and that and that and that and other. So here's what stood out to me, family, about that message that I heard today. You see, because the ancestors are not in the flesh like us, it's like what we see, or the way we speak to them, is different than how they see our situation. We are always trying to, right, stay a few steps ahead. And you're not wrong, because, look at the world we live in. So for us, it's like when we get down to them last few dollars, we are calling and asking for help, because we don't want our pockets to simply go dry. Well, the ancestors looking at it the other way. They looking at it like, well, you still got money. What are you asking for? So it's not until they see that you have absolutely nothing, then they like, okay, then they'll move on your behalf. You see what I'm saying? Goes back to what I said earlier. When you ask of them, speak specifically for what you want. If you're asking for your business,